Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have some very important technical analysis to do because as you probably read in the title of today's video, August 24th is a very important day on Bitcoin, and the reason for that is very simple. Guys, we were in a consolidation pattern on Bitcoin up until a couple of days ago when we kind of broke bullish, then broke bearish, and we weren't really sure what we were doing, but in fact, we have now redefined those downtrends and uptrends that we need to understand to know when Bitcoin is going to break out. And if you haven't noticed, those two lines cross on exactly August the 24th. You know, sometimes consolidation patterns can look like they're breaking out, but they haven't actually broken out yet, and I think that's exactly what we saw happen. So guys, in this video, we're going to be discussing this consolidation pattern, and we're going to be discussing what it actually means for the Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market and where Bitcoin is heading from here. You know how we talk about consolidation patterns over in CT2A, and we're going to be applying everything we teach over there in this video. Guys, before we dive on into it, I do just first want to thank you guys for 1.1k likes and 10,800 views yesterday. Like, holy crap, that's a lot of views. Thank you guys so much. But guys, without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. I'm just playing. There's actually no coffee in here. I'm out, and I'm very sad about that. Guys, I think it's very obvious that when Bitcoin goes into a consolidation pattern like this, it is probably going to have a pretty major breakout when we actually do end it. And as you guys can see over here, we are in a newly defined consolidation pattern that does end right over here, right around my birthday on August the 24th. My birthday is not August the 24th, by the way. It's just kind of close, you know. Yeah. Anyway, you may remember that Bitcoin had a consolidation pattern with an uptrending level of support right there and a downtrending level of resistance right there. Well, Bitcoin broke bullish, then broke bearish, then rallied again, which is a classic way of Bitcoin saying, up yours, Bitcoin, I'm going to do what I want. And that's exactly what happened. Bitcoin decided, we're actually not done trading sideways below our level of resistance around $12,000, so we're going to trade sideways. And that's exactly what we saw happen. So what that means is that we have to go back to the drawing board, and we're able to redefine this consolidation pattern with uptrends right there and downtrend right there. This consolidation pattern, in exactly the manner you would expect, is seeing decreasing volume, and that does indicate that Bitcoin is still constricting on itself. Looking at the Bollinger Bands, yep, they're constricting quite a bit. Lack of volatility does mean that Bitcoin is going to likely have some kind of big breakout eventually, and hopefully, I think it's going to be to the upside. But the thing is, Bitcoin isn't the only cryptocurrency right now. As you guys know, because we discussed in yesterday's video, Ethereum is doing very well. It's sitting at $430. We talked about how Ethereum was in its own consolidation pattern, and we also talked about how some altcoins are off-centered from Bitcoin as far as they might be ahead of Bitcoin or they might be behind Bitcoin. And as we can see, Ethereum had a consolidation pattern right here in exactly the same manner that Bitcoin is having right now. In exactly the same way that Ethereum broke to the upside, I think Bitcoin is going to break to the upside as well. We have all of our fundamentals in place, we have all of our technicals in place, we have all of the news in place, we have all of our altcoins rallying. Bitcoin dominance is going down. We're in a bull market. All of the technical indicators flashed. We're looking good. Pretty simple. So what do you do with this information? Well, first things first, of course, we have to look at the actual price target here. You guys know I'm not the biggest fan of price targets, but they do give you a general idea of where the market's going to go. And if Bitcoin does break bullish out of this, the price target does sit at $15,000, which is around a 25% return. Using any kind of leverage on that, you're going to get a big, nice, juicy trade in. And don't forget, guys, not only is Bitcoin in a consolidation pattern right here, we do have this big level of resistance, this big box right here between 11.8 and 12.1 that Bitcoin needs to get through. If Bitcoin's able to break above that level, then what's going to happen is that not only are we going to rally maybe up to $15,000, we're in the process going to be breaking this level of resistance and this level of resistance at 13.7 right here. So here's what we can reasonably expect. We can reasonably expect Bitcoin has the pressure after we break bullish out of this, which I'm pretty sure is going to happen, to rally to about $15,000. Problem is, we have some major resistance at 13.7. What that means is that when we break bullish above $12,000 in the next couple of weeks, Bitcoin is going to rally to $13,700. It's going to stop there for a little bit, and then it's probably going to break bullish again, and that will send us to 20K. Timeline on all of this is probably about 3 months. Because at this rate, guys, the way that Bitcoin has this consolidation pattern formed, it is going to take a little bit of time for us to get through it. The apex of this point is in 9 days, which means that Bitcoin could easily trade sideways for up to a week here before really getting into breakout territory. So, guys, how would you go about trading this market? Well, guys, pretty simply, you're going to want to put an entry position above the downtrending level of resistance. Gee, that was hard. That would have an entry position right here around $12,200, maybe $12,250. And before I go any farther, stop. Wait a second. Hold your horses. I got to put this disclaimer in here. I'm not your mother. This is not trading advice. This is not financial advice. This is simply one trade that you can make, and a trade that I would think about making. Please make sure you're putting your own spin on this, your own wisdom on this, because as we saw in a trade several days ago that I talked about, the trade call was technically correct, but if you didn't use your own wisdom and know when to get out of the trade, you might have gotten hurt. So understand, everything I'm saying here is a blanket statement, and it's not going to be applicable to every single trade, and there are things that are going to happen that I can't foresee because I'm not on the trading floor. So just so you know, before we go any farther, don't be stupid. That's pretty much what I'm saying here. Anyway, putting an entry position around $12,250 or so is probably a good bet, and then having an exit position up here around $13,000, I'd say $500 before the level of resistance on about half of the position. That's probably what I would do. Maybe 2/3 of the position is the trade I would make here. As far as stop losses are concerned, I would put a stop loss right down here around $11,750 or so, because at that point, Bitcoin would be breaking this support level and this support level right there. If we go ahead and set up our actual trade here, we can see that we're going to have about a 10% return, and our stop loss being put right around where I said it means we're going to have a risk-to-reward ratio of right about 3. If you trade with that on leverage, which you can do with our Bybit referral link down below if you want to help out the channel, Bybit can wreck you. Please be careful. If you're a noob, if you're really green to the market, don't use Bybit. But if you know what you're doing and you want to leverage trade and you want to help the channel, you can use that link. My point is that if you're using leverage, 10% alone is very nice, but having 10% times, I don't know, 5, 10, 25x leverage, whatever you're doing, make sure you're being safe. There's a lot of money to be made in a trade like this. So guys, really, there's not much to talk about in today's video. The technical indicators, I mean, look, we can go into all of that in another video, but the point of this video is not to just rattle off 20 different technical indicators and waste your time with that. The point of this video is to be one, done, quick, done. Everything's like, you got the point. Bitcoin's in a consolidation pattern. It's likely going to break to the upside. You know your price target now. You know where to exit. You know how to enter the trade. You know where your stop loss is. And I think I've given you some good value in this video. So if I did, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. I think that is a worthwhile trade because I gave you some free content. So yeah, hit that like button. I'm being very annoying in this video just because it amuses me. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. It just amuses me. That's literally it. Anyway, you might be able to tell my voice is out a little bit. The reason the video has been a little bit shorter lately is because on Tuesday I came down with symptoms of something, and I am feeling pretty sick right now. I just got tested for Rona yesterday, and honestly, I don't think I have the Rona, but if I do, then we should know in the next couple of days. I'm not sure if I want to have coronavirus, because the thing is, if I do have it, that means I'll hopefully have immunity to it, and I won't have to worry about it, but it also might mean I miss the move into the office, which, by the way, wait a second, I gotta show you something. Check this out. Boom. We got nameplates, and I'm the boss lady. Oh, boy. Yes, in case you're wondering, I do have 2 of those, and the other one says team lead on it, but that'll be going on my desk in the office. Guys, I'm really, really stoked, and I'm hoping I'm done being sick pretty soon. I didn't tell you guys because I didn't want you to worry or anything, because honestly, even if it is Rona, I'm not really all that worried about it, because quite frankly, if this is all I have to deal with and I get the immunity from it, well worth it, because it's actually not that bad, but I am a little bit loopy and a little bit out of it. So forgive me if today's video is a little bit shorter. I'm definitely feeling a little bit more under the weather right now than I normally do. As far as concentration, I don't feel bad. I just can't concentrate. Anyway, guys, this is going to wrap out today's video. Like I said, I do apologize. I might be a little bit off for the next few days, but we have big old plans moving forward, guys, and I cannot wait. I am so incredibly pumped about September. You guys are coming along for the ride. We have new stuff launching relatively soon. I'm pumped. I'm really pumped. I'm just going to say it. I'm pumped. Guys, if you want to help support the channel, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 75K likes by the end of the year. That is the goal. We are going to hit it, but we need your help. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It costs you nothing, and I'd be very appreciative if you did. Also, make sure you hit that like button, and like I said earlier, if you'd like to help support the channel, and you do know what you're doing, and you are well within your own capabilities to not screw yourself over, use the Bybit referral link down below. It's easy to get liquidated over there, but it's also easy to make a lot of money if you know what you're doing. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.